Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Rich, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys my new daily driver. Yes, it's Japanese, it's not German. I'm not sure how long I can hold out driving this Japanese car for, but yeah, anyway, I will take you guys on a little journey here. We'll look at some cars online, and I'll take you through my thought process of which different cars I had considered purchasing, including buying a car from California that was rust-free, having it shipped out here to the East Coast in Connecticut, and ultimately I'll show you guys at the end of this video what car I ended up choosing and why. Okay, let's take a look at some cars that I considered once I sold my S500. So the first thing I did is I set my location here to Los Angeles, California. I live in Connecticut, and so pretty much anything vintage or even just a couple of years old is going to have rust. So I often look at cars out west and dream of shipping them, sending them back here to Connecticut, which I've done several times. My E28 I purchased this way, had it shipped to from Oregon here to Connecticut, and then I also had an E39 5 Series that I had shipped here from Los Angeles like a year or two ago. And so if you're looking for an SUV or 4x4, a good way to do it is to look out west. And don't think you're going to get a great deal because the prices are often a little bit higher out there. The market knows that this is where the rust-free vehicles live. Sometimes you get lucky, but yeah, let's take a look. The first thing I looked at here is the GX470. That is a Lexus SUV with a V8, and this I'm still kind of considering selling the car that I ended up purchasing, my daily driver now. I'm considering selling that still and maybe looking into getting a GX470. So these are really cool cars. Let's take a look at one here. There's a nice blue one. Okay, maybe this one's not that nice. Let's keep going. How about this one? Yeah, these have a lot of miles on them often. 259,000 miles, and they were asking $9,000. So these hold their value. They're extremely capable off-road, and as a result, they're still in high demand in the enthusiast marketplace. So yeah, these are very reliable. That Japanese, made in Japan build quality, very capable off-road. Not that I care about that. I will probably never go off-road unless it's like a dirt path and like a backwoods of Connecticut type of situation, but not intentionally off-roading. That's not really a hobby that I've picked up yet. So this is primarily going to be a car that I drive my kids to soccer practice, go to soccer games, go to school, and go to the grocery store. That's pretty much it. I work from home most of the time, and I don't commute either, so that is a big plus if you're buying a gas-guzzling V8 like this one. Okay, so why did I decide against this car? Well, number one, it's kind of out of my budget. If you want a nice one of these, you really have to spend closer to $10,000, and I just wasn't prepared to do that at the time. I still had my E28 that's now sold to free up some money, and yeah, so I ended up going not with the GX. Here's a nice one here. Look at this. Beautiful white color. Yeah, $12,000 and like 200,000 miles. So, and then you have to add shipping from California, which is anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000 on top of this. So it gets expensive quickly. Another downside of this car being 2004 to 2006 era, the safety is not really on par with what you would want, what you would hope for. And the car that I ended up buying has a 5-star safety rating. There's a small offset crash rating, which is very good. And lots of curtain airbags, knee airbags, plenty of safety. Now, these are safe trucks, don't get me wrong, but you're talking about, 20-year-old technology at this point. Okay, had a little issue with this this recording window here, but I seem to have fixed that. Okay, so let's see. The next vehicle that I considered, I was like, okay, well, the V8, the GX, maybe that's a little bit too much. Maybe I'll go with something a little more practical, like a 4Runner. Okay, same thing. These are pretty affordable, maybe $4,000 or $5,000 from California, add shipping on top. But a lot of them are two-wheel drive. And so we live in Connecticut here. I wanted something four-wheel drive. And there is a premium to pay when you're getting something that is 4x4. Let's look at this one. Okay, this one is a 4x4. It's $4,000. Kind of beat up. I don't really mind. Want something a little bit cleaner than this, but here's a good example. 2004 4Runner, 300,000 miles for $4,000. Add $2,000 for shipping, you're at $6,000 plus tax and registration, probably closer to $6,500, $7,000, which is still a lot of money for a car 300,000 miles. And again, this is a 2004. This era of vehicle is now 20 years old, and so the safety is not that great compared to a more modern vehicle, right? Let's keep looking. I'm pretty fond of this older generation as well. These are very cool. Again, from California, very beautiful. No rust here. Let's see, 212,000 miles. That's close to the mileage of the car that I ended up buying. Let's see. It's listed 5 hours ago. It's February 19th today, 2024. 212,000 miles. Let's see. Is this it is a 4x4. $12,600. Okay, add $2,000 for shipping, add tax. You're getting close to $15,000 for a 1998 Toyota 4Runner. That is insane. I don't think that will sell. Interesting. Yeah, these are very cool. Very good cars, capable 4x4. It's a truck frame, unlike the little RAV4s, which are a unibody. And so, yeah, these are pretty cool. I like them. Made in Japan. But yeah, again, you're talking a ton of money to get a clean, rust-free 4x4. And the safety on these is pretty terrible by today's modern standards. There's probably no curtain airbags. There's no knee airbag. Not like a Lexus. The Lexus probably has better safety. But, yeah, let's get out of here. Okay, so let's move on to the car that I did buy. If anyone has guessed it, type it in the comment section below now. Did you figure it out based on just that opening shot with the interior? Let's see if you guys got it right. You guys have to know what that car is. Even if you're BMW, Mercedes people, this car is so ubiquitous. It's so common. There's millions of them. You can here in Connecticut, you go out and you'll see them all over the roads by the thousands. Okay, so let's put in the car that I purchased. Let's see if we can find one in the same color. Here we go. Here's a nice one. 2015. Okay, this is the car that I bought pretty much. Mine's a 2016. I bought a Subaru Forester. Yes, this was based on several factors. I told my father-in-law I was looking at Toyotas, and the 20-year-old Toyota and Lexus from California were $12,000 plus for a car with limited safety. And I asked him, what does he think? He actually has a 2018 Toyota Tacoma pickup truck, and he suggested taking a look at Subaru. He said, take another look at Subaru. It's a good value. So I did. And I ended up finding a 2016 Forester 2.5i, and it was listed for like $5,800. I negotiated it down to $4,800. It needed 2 wheel bearings. It was a little beat up, and I've been fixing it up and going through the maintenance ever since. So here is the sweet ride that I purchased. This is not my exact car. I'll show you mine in a second. Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the Forester driver side small overlap crash test. You guys might be familiar with this. The passenger side was still pretty poor until maybe 2017 or 18. So my car being a 16, the passenger side is not going to be up to standards. However, I drive alone or with my kids in the back seat, so that doesn't impact me too much. But Shore is a hell of a lot safer than a 97 S500 or a 2004 Lexus GX. So let's take a look at this crash test here. Oh yes, that's a solid hit. As you can see, we have these curtain airbags doing their job, keeping the dummy's head from being obliterated into the steering wheel. Let's see if we can skip forward a little bit. Yeah, so this is one of the things that gave the Subaru its 5 stars. And there's some other videos that show like the dummy's legs and the footwell area being totally intact after an accident like that. And you can imagine any classic car, even our beloved E39, is probably a complete nightmare if you were to ever get into a car accident. And I don't know about you guys, but where I live, since the pandemic, 2020, drivers have seem to have gotten worse and worse. So maybe it's me getting older, having kids of my own, and being risk adverse. But it seems like safety is more and more important. And drivers are getting worse and worse. So yeah, that is now a factor in the choices that we make for buying cars. Okay, here we are in my 2016 Subaru Forester. This is a 2.5i Premium. It has lovely cloth seats and interior. It does have like the winter package, which I believe is the heated wipers on the windscreen, maybe heated side mirrors, heated seats, and what have you. But yeah, this is the car that I went with. It's been super efficient. I really actually am enjoying it, and it's sort of, in a weird way, has made me appreciate Japanese cars more, but at the same time has made me appreciate German cars more and how sophisticated they are, how interesting they are to work on. And it's sort of this like, you know, this relationship of like yin and yang. And I guess the older you get, you sort of appreciate the efficiency of Japanese cars, how reliable they are. And it's sort of like a tool for the job. And if that job is being reliable and keeping a low cost, it does it very, very well. It may not be as sexy and appealing and inspiring or interesting, fun to drive as a German car, but it more than makes up for that in sort of the reliability and the financial savings that you get from going with a Japanese car. Okay, if this video has been interesting at all, please let me know in the comments below. Click the like button, subscribe, you guys know what to do. And also let me know what you guys are driving. What is your current daily driver? Do you have a Japanese car and a German car? Do you guys like have a good balance between burning all of your cash in a dumpster on a German car? Or do you have a fine balance with having like something reliable and low cost, and then you have like your German car for the weekends? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.